Hey everyone, this is Chris Peplinsky here. I hope everyone had a good Easter holiday, and finally I got the opportunity to talk about one of the most anticipated reviews that I've been wanting to talk about, which happens to be The Fate and the Furious, which happens to be the eighth installment of the Fast and the Furious series. And people are kind of wondering how would after eight movies in 16 years, the franchise, what new direction would the series take in order to keep itself fresh and suffering from the wear and tear syndrome of the same old crap, if you know what I mean. And I would say after Furious 7, gave Paul, the late Paul Walker's character, Brian O'Connor, a very proper, send off by, retiring his character to spend time with his family as a way of, honoring, the character and his legacy that he contributed, to the previous, movies. So, this time around, it has, a new villain by the name of Cypher, played by Charlize Theron, which happens to be the first, major female villain in the series, which is, rather surprising considering, the previous female villains were more like, the the sidekick characters, so it's kind of cool, like, for once to have, a person like Cypher who can actually, mess with Dom's head and kind of, do the one thing he never thought he would do, which is betray his family. And, I don't want to spoil it for people that haven't seen it yet, but, there's a reason why he does, what he does. And, it also brings back, of course, the, the favorites like, Letty, Dom, of course, Letty, Dom, Tej, Roman, Ramsey, Frank Pet, Peabody, who's also known as Mr. Nobody, and, Luke Cobbs, and, of course, Deckard Shaw, who in this particular case, goes, from the antagonist of the previous movie, to the, I guess, this, the hero of sorts, which I know people are like, surprised about, like, why would, a bad guy that tried to kill, Dom's, Corolla's son be siding with him, but, for, like I said, the movie, explains why he switches sides. And one of the things I thought that was pretty cool was to have, a cameo appearance by Helen, Myron, who plays, Magdalene Shaw, the mother of Deckard and Owen Shaw, which I thought was pretty cool, and I guess a pretty cool, setup, to set up, the Fast and the Furious 9, which, would be the ninth installment to come out 2019. So we'll see what direction, the franchise goes next. And one of the things I thought was also pretty cool was it had one of the best car chase scenes, in history, which I thought was really, really impressive. And it also, was one of the first American movies also to shoot in Havana, Cuba, which, was also a nice thing to actually see. And, New York being a big part of, the scenery and action, which was really, really amazing. I was like, at first I had my doubts of sorts about the eighth installment because, many fans, like myself, thought, in my opinion, the seventh movie, kind of gave, the series, a good ending, while also, I guess, in a sense, leaving it open, but, leaving it on a high note. But that's, everyone has their own opinions. So, I'll definitely say, I think in this one it kind of changes, everything. And, oh yeah, I forgot that, Clint Eastwood's son Scott Eastwood plays, a protege of Frank, Nobody. I'm not sure exactly, what his, role will be, I guess, for the next two installments, but my guess would be, I guess he kind of plays the role that, Sean Boswell, would have played if Lucas Black was able to return, even though he was initially contracted for the other three movies, but I guess because of his schedule with NCIS New Orleans, he wasn't able to return. So, yeah, I would definitely say, check out the movie. Hopefully, those that, watch the review find this very helpful. And I'll definitely say I'm curious to see what the ninth, movie will bring. And hopefully everyone had a good holidays. Thank you.